How's it going, guys? So I am going to run you through how to use all of the new plate loaded equipment. So I'm going to take you through how to use the plate loaded chest press. First, you're going to load the appropriate weight on the bars here. Set your seat to the appropriate height by pulling up and pushing down at the back. Once you've got that properly, if your legs are off the ground, you can utilise an item for the feet if required. Otherwise, feet will be planted on the ground. Hands are going to go at a neutral right grip. Bring the elbows down, chest out, and going to push forward. On the way back, elbows remain close to the body, and push back. So we have a plate loaded shoulder press. Again, appropriate weight will be loaded on the bar. Seat set to the appropriate height. On the seating position, you want to be firm, feet planted on the ground, hands stable on the bars. Going to push your shoulders and head back and push up. On the way down, you want to come down level with the shoulders and push back up. So next we've got a chest supported low row. Again, weights are going to be put on the rack. Seat to the appropriate position. By getting in position, we're going to put our feet firmly on the platform. Chest is going to go against the support. We're going to take a nice firm grip on the handles. Head is going to remain straight. And we're going to put it back. Stand fully forward and put it back again. We also have the option to go slightly wider. Movement is exactly the same. Pull it back and squeezing at the rear. So we've got the incline chest fly. First thing you want to do is bring the handles in so that it's easier to get into. On doing that, you're then going to set your seat to the appropriate height so that when you're in, your arms are level with your shoulders. So start position should look something similar to this. We're going to put our chest out, shoulders back, nice squeeze on the chest. As you come forward, you want to fully extend the arms and squeeze through the chest. On the way back, nice and wide, and again, coming in and squeezing. So we've got the plate loaded flat press. Again, no adjustments to be made on this. However, if you do struggle with mobility and getting in, what I would recommend is putting a weight underneath the bar and that will allow the bar to be higher so there's less of a stretch. When getting set up, what you want to do is have your feet firmly planted on the ground, lie back. General rule of thumb is we're going to line mid-chest or nipple area out with the handles. Put our hands in position. We're going to bring our elbows forward, chest up. We're going to drive and squeeze at the top. Nice and slow down. Squeeze and drive again. Here we've got the plate loaded leg extension. The seat can be adjusted by pulling the blue knob and letting it go back or forward. If you struggle with how far back the seat is, what I would recommend is getting a roller and place it behind your back. This will put you in a further forward position. In preparing to do the leg extension, you will grip the handles tightly, fully extend the legs. Nice and slow down, and fully extending the legs again. This can also be used as a single leg. In that case, what we'll do, the non-working leg we'll put to the side and bring up with the single leg. Slow and controlled, making sure you're engaging the quad throughout the movement. So here we've got the plate loaded leg curl. This is predominantly going to work with hamstrings. Weight is going to be loaded onto the weight bar. Feet plate to ensure that you're at the right height. Similar to the seats, if you want to move, you're going to tilt and push or drop. We're getting into position. We're going to stand onto the feet plate. leg is going to go nice and firm against the pad. Elbows are going to come to the top end of this pad with your sternum on here. Going to adopt the position. Roller should remain at the middle of the ankle. So as we come up, curve and squeeze. Nice and slow down. Up and squeeze again. In terms of hand placement, if your arms don't reach the bar, it's fine to hold on to the pad itself. And for anybody that struggles to keep this at the right height, or to keep the knees against that, what we can do is put a further pad in front and carry out the movement. So here we've got the plate loaded leg press. Again, for anybody that feels that their legs are too short to reach, what I would recommend is putting the pad in behind. This will raise you further. On setup, legs and feet at a neutral position will target mainly quads, but also bring in hamstring. So higher up, you put your feet, will engage more glute, hamstring and quads. In terms of reps, we've got a safety feature here, so this plate cannot come down. To start, what we'll do is lift slightly and rotate the handles out. From this point here, we come down full depth, and we push up, all the way back down, and push up. Very important that as you come down, your glutes do not come off the seat. That will cause a curve in the spine, so we do not want to be like this. So here we've got the leverage leg press, very similar to the other one. Plates will be loaded to this point. Seat does not move. If you need, bring yourself forward, a pad will go behind you. For starting, we'll put our feet in a neutral position, push up slightly, and we'll bring the handles forward. This now allows the weight to come back down towards us. You're going to come down as deep as you can at this point here. We'll be driving forward. On completion, we'll roll the handles back, drop the plate, and drop the legs. Here we've got the plate loaded calf raise. So plates are loaded either on the weight bar on the right or left. For setup, a relatively easy setup. It'll almost sit in the position. From this point here, we'll push up. Toes will be low, and as you come down, we're dropping the heel, and when you're ready to drive, we're pushing up to the highest point. Back down, and up. Here we've got the V-bar squat. Two ways to do this, I'll show you both. Facing this way, it's going to be a lot more glute dominant, and facing this way, it's going to bring in a bit more quad along with the glutes. For setup, we're going to stand on the platform. Shoulders are going to go where the bend comes on the pads. Hand placement, either from here, or some people prefer almost in the middle of the Getting in, step up, and let the safety patch move forward. Feet are going to be where it's comfortable for you. For me, it's just wider than shoulder. At this point here, I'm going to slightly hinge the V-joint. We'll come down to this point, engage the glutes, so we're trying to squeeze, push back up, hinge forward. Back down, squeeze, and hinge forward. So to engage the safety, we just place our foot on it and drop. Facing this way, what we'll do is come in to the back support. Shoulders are going to be nice and tight. Feet nice and firm on the platform. This position here, I'll adopt this handle. We'll stand up. Let the safety fall. And from this point here, down, engage the quads and the glutes. Drive back up.
down, and drive. Then engage the safety from here. Foot there. Stand down. This is the hack squat. So to get into position, what we will do is sit back, place our feet on the plate, drop our shoulders, make sure that we're nice and tight. Feet placement on this, the lower your feet are, the more your quads are going to be engaged. What I would recommend for anybody starting out is to have your feet in a middle position, neutral. To start the movement, what we'll do is press up, pull the handles in, and go the full way up. With this machine, what we're trying to do is go to full depth if your legs allow you, and we'll come back up. At the top part, we're not going to lock out, so your reps should look something similar to this. On the way back down, we're squeezing the quads the whole time, full depth, and driving back up. To complete your set, you'll put the handles out, guide yourself down slowly, and step off the machine. So here we've got the rear kickback. This is predominantly again going to be hamstrings and glutes. Weights loaded onto the bar. To get into position, we're going to come in front. The midsection is going to go against the pad. Non-working foot against the pad at the bottom. For the working leg, we'll have our foot nice and high. We'll lean over. We're fully extending the leg out. Nice slow and controlled back in and driving out. So here we've got the standing hip thrust. To get into position, what we're going to do is put our feet over. At this point here, I would recommend putting your legs straight, pull the blue knob, and we're going to bring this to the lowest point that you can. On prepping for the movement, we're going to put our feet back. Calves are going to be against the rolling pads. Pads at this point are going to either hold the outer handles or the inner handles. What I recommend for the movement is when you watch me, my arms will remain straight the full time and my hips will come forward. So you're trying to hinge your hips and push with your glutes rather than your legs. Your movement should look very similar to this. As you go back down, keep the squeeze on the glutes, push the seat, and we're thrusting forward. On completion, we'll put our legs straight out again, pull the blue knob, lift the pad, and remove yourself from the machine. So here we've got the Smith hip thrust on the rail so that the bar itself can move in line with where your midsection is going to be. For position, again, what I recommend is getting in, legs straight, and we'll pull the bar back in line with your hip. From this point here, I would recommend that you adjust yourself accordingly so that you do not bring in your lower back. For me, that will be the top of my lat, bottom of my shoulder blade. Once I'm ready to complete a rep, what I'll do is bring my hips up, on hook, on the way down, I'll come forward with the bar, chin tucked the whole time, drive up through the hips. As you do this, you're going to engage the glute, drop it back down, come in with it, squeezing the glute throughout the full movement. If at any point you feel your lower back is engaging and causing pain, it will likely be due to the position of your back on this board. Any questions, Kyle, myself, or Richard will be about to help. So what we've got here is the ab and oblique crunch machine. For loading your weights, again, just going to put it on the bar if you require weight. Sit up beside your seat again to the appropriate height. So sit in position, hold the back. At this point here, we're going to tense through the core. As you come forward, you're going to almost bend forward, while create a small curve in the spine to engage the abs further. So a rep should look very similar to this. For working the obliques, I'm just going to rotate the seat slightly, lean over
And again, as we come with a tense through that area, come forward and squeeze at the most bottom point. Same again for the other side, and that's you complete. Here we've got the chest supported T-bar row. Weight is going to be loaded to the front. To get into position, we have a higher foot pedestal, a lower foot pedestal. Once you've selected which one suits you best, we're going to bring our chest onto the pad. Nice firm grip on the handles, and we'll lift the weight out. From this point here, we're squeezing through the back, pulling up, maintaining that squeeze, down, slow and controlled, driving back up. In terms of other hand positions, we can target wider back, pushing the hands out, and coming up. Again, making sure slow and controlled and your chest does not come off. And the most important machine that you can use is a weight rack when you're putting your weights back.